growing in the background, but it's nice to be out. Just have a look here and see your comments. I've got the laptop just here. Let's have a little look. We've got Rich Mitch saying, hey y'all. Olga's here. Hi, I've tried this perfume last week. I'm super curious to hear your thoughts on it. Me too. Scotty Bean's here saying, hey, hey. And I think John's here as well. Where's John's comment? Hold up. Just activating my live chat stream. Right, here we go. Dion's here, says hello everyone. Hello Dion. And oh, John, there he is. He says, folks, missed your comment because it was so small, John. Right then. Okay. What we're wearing today. Have we got anything new? Has anything arrived today that's exciting? Let me know. What's your scent of the day? And if you're watching and you're not commenting, then just give us a little hey or a little hi or a little emoji. Looks gorgeous there, Claire. It's absolutely stunning today. I've been out for a lovely walk, just a quick walk in the woods, and it was really nice. And yeah, the sun's just coming down. I've got like a little corner of my garden just over there where I think I'm going to sit in the sun and catch the last rays on my face. Yeah, it's really nice. It really cheers me up when it's like this. Okay, so Dion's wearing Borea by Tiziana Terenzi. I haven't heard of that one. How is it? Nicole is here. Hey Nicole. And Black Dragon for Scott. So I think I'm just going to start getting into this box. I'm excited. John's got his Narciso Rodriguez Fleur Musk. It's quite lovely, but too clean and strong. I'm really curious about that one. I haven't tried that one yet, John. I'm really into musks at the moment, hence this purchase here, blind buy. So I have blind bought Musk Therapy by Initio Parfums. That's what we've got here in this box. And I have sold about half the bottle, so I'm splitting this bottle, and there are people that are buying decants from me. So it lessens the risk, if that makes sense. It subsidises the cost, lessens the risk. Rich Mitch is wearing Bois d'Argent, very nice. Sweet iris, sort of woodsy thing, isn't it? Elaine says, hi Claire. Hey Elaine. And Nicole says, my everyday scent is Mancera Holidays, but I'm looking for a freshy or more citrusy summer scent. Oh, Peter's here. Hey Peter. If anyone wants to recommend anything to Nicole, my favourite freshies are Pomelo Paradis from Atelier Cologne, which is basically just a very fresh grapefruit, but clean and lovely. Rush is here. Hey Rush. Hope I'm on time, less than fashionably late. You're perfectly on time. And Rich says, nice for a spring day, I reckon. Okay, right, I'm going to start getting into this because I'm excited. So yes, it was a blind buy, and looks like I can just kind of pour this. Sorry for the noise. Okay, we're into this. So I bought it directly from Initio's website. Then I panicked because they're in France, and I thought I was gonna get customs charges. Apparently over £200 custom charges coming into the UK is 20%. Then there's an additional charge on top, and nothing's worth that as far as I'm concerned. So I got in touch and they said, no, don't worry, we take care of all that. So I didn't get any extra charges, so that's good. Right then, plastic bags off. We now have a box. I should have bought my microphone, sorry about that. I hope you can hear me okay. Elaine is testing Creed Love in Black. Very nice. And Rush says, congrats on your reward. I cheered for you. Thank you, Rush, very much. Yeah, very, very honoured. Unfortunately, I disappeared by that point, but I found out about it the next day. I'm very, very honoured, and thank you for anyone who voted for me. Dion says, Borea is lovely, comforting, fruity floral with notes of almond, coconut, jasmine, plum and tuberose. Well, that sounds very, very nice. So let's, I've just undone this. So that's how it looks now. So I think you can see that the box is in here. I can see there's a couple of samples here as well. So let's pull those out first and show you what I've got here. I've actually never really tried this brand. I think I tried them really briefly, but only from someone else's decants on a very sort of quick thing, and I just don't, I remember not particularly loving any of them. But let's see. So look, they sent me a musk therapy sample, which is very nice, something I can share with someone. Musk therapy. We've got rehab. This one sounds quite nice, rehab. And we've also got oud for greatness, which I've heard a very mixed reviews of. It's not sounding like my kind of thing, but you never know. Psychedelic love, and we've got absolute aphrodisiac. So we've got all those samples. It's very generous. And Chris is here. He's saying hi to people. Okay, right, let's get into this then. So we're just going to pull this out. Oh, it's quite a big box. Pop that down on the floor. It's a big old box, that. So it's an extract de parfum. Comes in cellophane. The black bits of paper have powdered over the cellophane. So we're just going to get this cellophane off. Has anyone else tried this? John is not a member of the Initio fan club. I know, John. I'm really, I have been quite skeptical, only because they seem to have a lot of ambassadors, and I haven't really seen too many massively positive reviews from people that have bought the fragrances, or not that I've noticed. So, you know, you don't really know, do you? So I'm taking a chance here. The brand say this, apart from the musk accord, everything in here is natural. I like the sound of that. Obviously I'd rather have a natural musk. I like a clean natural musk. I don't really like animal musks and sort of dirty animalic smells. So I'm really into musks at the moment. So let's get this top bit off. I've got so much, I've got this plastic now. I'm gonna have to put that somewhere so it doesn't fly away. Let's put the scissors and the knife on top of it. There we go, right. So now we have, it's like I think it's a plastic box. It's got Initio on the top, you can feel it. And you have the stuff on the bottom. So let's undo this, hopefully not drop it. Looks very nice. So at the back here we've some sort of card. This is very nice presentation, I have to say. So we have this card, and it says, what if your instincts were inspired by your sense of smell, guiding you towards new adventures? Initio takes fragrances to new heights with enhanced powers that defy the imagination. Wild nature and the science of pheromones fuse deeply together within the formulas, working their magic imperceptibly. Invisible forces to be worn alone or blended together. Initio fragrances stir your instincts. This is where it all begins. There we go. So that's that. And let's take the bottle out. So that's what the little pedestal looks like. Bottle is like a, yeah, it's like a glass. Cap is plastic. It's not magnetic. Has a gold little placky thing there, and that's the, there we go. So that's that's what it all looks like. But the most important thing here, of course, what does it smell like? Let me just have a look at your comments. Rich Mitch says about that stuffing gets everywhere. Dion hasn't tried anything from Initio yet, and Johnny's very nervous for me. The bottle is gorgeous, says Chris. Yes. Okay, right. So I've bought a proper testing strip out. So we're going to do it because I'm actually wearing perfume. I have got space on my arms, but we're going to start on a strip to start with, just because, I don't know. And I need to move the spray around to the front. On the sprayer, you can see Initio. So ready? Drum roll, please. Right, plenty on there. Try not to breathe in now, just while it settles for a second. Now I'm breathing. Can't smell anything, but we are outside. Oh, I can smell something now. I can smell citruses. Okay, let's try this. So the notes are, and I'm not going to remember them all, but I know there's mandarin and bergamot in the top. There's quite a lot of musks, which are all synthetic. There's a pink musk accord or a rose musk accord. I think there's some flowers in here, some magnolia. So first of all, I'm getting citruses, not really much else. The mandarin and the bergamot, but they come together just to make that general citrus note, you know, not that you can specifically, I don't think I'd pick out mandarin specifically if I didn't know what was in here. Bergamot, yes, it's got that slight tart, almost limey feel to it. Almost limey, not limey, but almost limey. At the moment, it smells like citrus. I really can't say much else. It doesn't smell green, so it doesn't smell like some citrus accords that maybe have like petitgrain or neroli, and they can take it to a green and bitter place. That's not happening. I'm going to put it on skin now because there's definitely nothing to scare me off, and I think musk fragrances do much better on skin. So I'm going to have to go right into the crook of my elbow here and give that a second. I have a feeling this is going to be quite simplistic and really not that entertaining to talk about. John says, I can't watch. John says, thank goodness you haven't collapsed. Dion says, I can't tell if she likes it. Not a love at first sniff. Generic question mark, says John. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that it's particularly groundbreaking or interesting at the moment. I like it. I definitely like it. There's nothing here I don't like. But I like citrus accords. There's a bit more to it. I think maybe the florals are in here. I think I'm smelling some of the florals. So it's nothing like Neroli Portofino because it doesn't have that bitter element to it. It's pretty. So there's more to it than just citruses because it does smell pretty. It does smell like there is a sort of sweet girly floral thing going on in here. At the moment, do I love it? No. If I smelt this in the shop, I wouldn't be going, oh my god, I need this. But it's a musk fragrance and I love musks, and musks generally come out not immediately. You might smell a bit of musk, but generally speaking, musks take a bit of time, I think, before they start to take over the fragrance. This isn't as powdery. Do you know what the problem is? Well, I've just been cleaning my kitchen so I can smell the sort of like bleach chemicals. Oh, as I'm doing that, I think I'm getting the smell from my hand. Let me go back to the paper. Yeah, that's okay. There's nothing to... I was thinking, can I smell something a bit chemically bleachy? No, it was on my fingers, so I need to be aware of that. Yeah, this is a pretty... The florals are coming through now. What are they? It does smell a touch rosy, I think. A touch rosy. I wouldn't have been able to tell you that this was magnolia. Magnolia can sometimes smell a bit too clean for me, a little bit too so almost soapy sometimes. I'm not getting that. Although there is a soapy cleanness within this. It's not as powdery as I expected. I thought it would be quite powdery with the musks, but that might happen later. I wouldn't have called this at this point particularly musky. It's as musky as the average fragrance that has a musk note without musk being in the name, if that makes sense. Definitely has this pretty pink flower type smell. If this was in a designer bottle, it would be marketed towards women, and it would potentially have some pink, pale pink, in the design of the bottle, the advertising. I'm picturing sort of like daisies and really pale pink flowers. I do feel like I've smelt something similar to this before, and it certainly doesn't smell wild and crazy and artistic and unique. It's a very mass appealing, girly, floral, musky scent. The citruses are really calming down. It was all about citruses for that first few minutes. Now it's is there a fruit note in here? I'm not sure if there's like it smells like a pink fruit, like a raspberry or not a strawberry, but it does smell. It also smells a bit fizzy, like raspberry flavored fizzy sweets that are a little bit like, you know. Is it sweet, Elaine? Yes, there's definitely sweetness in here, but it's nothing like those heavy synthetic things like Baccarat. It's nothing like Baccarat Rouge, or it doesn't smell like it's got heavy vanilla in here. There might be a hint of vanilla, but it's not extra, you know. It's not, if there is, it's blended in, and it's a gentle, very gentle vanilla. So it's sweet because of, probably because of the flowers, and maybe there's a touch of vanilla, and I'm not sure if there was some sort of benzoin or something like that in here. I can't remember the notes now, but it also has a touch of a soapiness about it, which might be the magnolia. It definitely smells clean. It's like it's so innocent. It's like you just got out the bath. Maybe you used some really lovely girly products in the bath, and then you layered yourself in a gorgeous girly lotion and a bit of talc, a tiny bit of talcum powder, and you've got the fluffiest white robe, the cleanest, straight out the wash, fluffiest white robe that you can smell the musk of the laundry detergent on it. So yes, it's soapy. It's a bit soapy. It's very clean. It's slightly sweet, and it totally reminds me of like a really nice bath time ritual with all the nicest stuff, all the nicest products. I can smell a touch of lemon, and I'm pretty certain there's no lemon in here. There's bergamot, which can smell lemony, but I do feel like I can get a little bit of a lemon in here cutting through. So it's not full on sweet and musk. There is a touch of lemon that kind of balances it out. And let's see who we got. Tartness. Yes, yeah, so I would say there is a tartness here from probably the bergamot, but it actually smells a touch lemony, but not cleaning product lemon. It's nice, almost, it's fair, it's almost like a lemon and lime, a slight lemon and lime hint that is with everything else. Dion says it sounds similar to Musk Diamant. I have got a sample of that, and I tried it quite recently. Musk Diamant isn't as bright as this. This has got quite a lot of brightness to it. And Musk Diamant, I remember drying down to a fair amount of vanilla. I don't know whether this is going to do that, but I think if you like that, you'll like this. So Karine is here. Hey Karine. Yes, it's Musk Therapy by Initio. Sounds like bath time, yeah. Karine says, as long as it doesn't smell like the new Maison Margiela. Oh, which one is that? Is that the tea one? I don't like tea. I don't really do tea, so I wouldn't be interested in even trying tea fragrances. Christina's here. She says, I'm late, but hello everyone. Hey, Christina. Let me try it on my arm again. I don't know if there's something wrong with my skin, but it smells a bit musty on my arm. I'm going to try it elsewhere, but it's got that, it's almost like a mouldy, on my skin it's got like a mouldy, stagnant water type of smell. And I'm fairly clean. I've showered only a couple of hours ago, so I'm going to go up here. I hope it's not a skin thing and that my skin doesn't like it, because that would be a shame, because I definitely like it. Like, at the moment it's not, I'm not thinking, oh, I need to get rid of this, which you can make those rash decisions, can't you, sometimes. So let's hope that my skin isn't turning this into a stagnant pond smell, but that's what I'm getting over here. Just a little, yeah. You know when you leave your clothes in the washing machine too long, and then you think, oh, bugger it, I'm just going to dry them anyway because I can't be arsed, I'm sure it'll be okay. And then when you dry them, you get that slightly mouldy scent, you know, that stagnant water type scent. Some people smell like that all the time because they obviously don't have a very good washing clothes regime, or maybe they don't have the equipment or the space or whatever. Some people go around smelling like that a lot, or maybe they just don't dry their clothes. I don't know, but I'm getting that scent on my skin, which isn't good. So hopefully it's something to do with something else. I'm not getting it from the environment, it's on my skin, only if you go up close. Yeah, so when you've over here where it's first sprayed, it's very, very citrusy, and it's nice, you know, it's a nice natural, well, they say everything's natural in here apart from the musk, and it really is a very nice natural citrusy opening with a pretty pink thing. But there is a touch, it's my skin, there's a touch of stagnant pond. Yeah, it's not, because it's there and it's there, and I'm getting it now. That's weird. It's not on the paper. No one wants to smell like stagnant ponds, do they? Or clothes that haven't been dried properly. nothing here. Stagnant ponds, perfect on here. Damn it. And I'm sure it will be fine. Like the scent bubble around me is not going to smell of stagnant ponds. It's only because I'm going right up close. I'm just getting this slight hint of, yeah, stagnant water. Oh my god. Right, let's have a look. Hey, Lily's here. She says, hey Claire, hey chat, hey Lily. Skin chemistry is weird and wonderful thing, says Rich. And Karine got the exact smell with rose prick. Oh really? That's interesting. Sanchika says, okay, it doesn't sound like something I would like. It's fine on the paper. So whether it's my skin chemistry, I don't know. And yeah, it's not taking over the whole thing, it's just a part of it. So if you sort of compartmentalize the different parts of the fragrance in your nose, it's only you know, like a sixth of it or a seventh of it. It's a part of it, but it's slightly, all the rest of it's lovely. And it might be fading. Fingers crossed. I think it's fade. I think it might be a tiny bit of some sort of green note in here, maybe. That's kind of coming off like that. Something green. I wonder if there's something green in here. Rich Mitch says fragrance behaves differently up close than in the air. Yeah, definitely. Agree. Oh, HBL's here. Greggy boy. HBL. Anna's here. Hey, Anna. Yeah, we were chatting the other day talking about this fragrance as well. It might smell better another day. Yeah, maybe. I missed most of this. Is it a yay or a nay? Well, Anna, there's mostly it's a yay. On my skin though, I'm starting to get. No, do you know what? It's better. I got a moment where I felt like it smelled a little bit musty, a little bit moldy-ish, but they're all like most of it smells really good. It's clean, floral, a bit soapy, a tiny bit powdery, very pretty. But on my skin, so on the paper, absolutely fine. On my skin, I just felt like there was a bit of a mustiness about it, and only when I went in right up close. But I honestly think that that's going already, so I don't think it's a problem. Yeah, I don't think I can get it anymore, so I think we're okay. I think it's all good. Christina, do you get the lemon ice cream? It's totally what I feel in the beginning. I definitely get something lemony, Christina, and it is, yeah, kind of sort of sweet, sort of tart, sort of sharp, but you also have the other lovely fluffy things going on around it, don't you? So I see what you mean. Corinne says, I notice I have this mouldy impression at some stage with something green like geranium or mate meeting rose and patchouli. That's interesting. Frances is here. She says, weather looks lovely there. Yeah, it's gorgeous today. Lovely sunshine, mostly clear sky. Problem is because of the time of day. So what time are we? It's probably about 4 p.m. and all the sunshine's gone from my garden now. So the spot where I might sit would be over there, but actually the sun's now gone, so I can't sit in the sun, sadly. Hills is here. What are we smelling? Hills, we're smelling the new Musk Therapy off of Initio. Right. Okay. It's getting more musky now, and less soapy, a little more fluffy, musky, maybe less pretty as well, but not in a bad way. Less girly pretty. I can still smell florals and musks, but it feels like something's coming in and balancing it out a little bit. I don't know what that is. It doesn't smell woody. It just feels like it's less sweet than it was, and it wasn't really sweet. It was naturally sweet. This is really pretty. All the mustiness is gone, so praise be. Oh, actually, there's a touch of mustiness still on this arm. I like it. I actually really like it. Yeah, there's still a touch of this musty, stagnant water element on this arm, but this arm was sprayed earlier, and that's all gone now. So it's almost a little bit sherbet-like. So I feel like the citruses are still here, but very subtle and sherbety, fizzy. And then there's this sweet, soft, floral musk. So rather than smelling heady florals, really like bright florals, or you know what I mean, rather than smelling actual flowers, it's like a musk that's been scented with flowers. So I guess almost like laundry musk, that's where they've used flowers, like kind of like white flowers and maybe a touch of rose to scent the musk, rather than smelling realistic flowers. I hope that makes sense. So a little bit sherbety, a little bit powdery. I actually feel like there's a contrasting note coming through. It could even be something like vetiver, but very, very, very subtle. It's really nice. It's really good. And is it unisex leaning either way? I would say to start with, it did feel like it would be if it was designer, it would be marketed towards women, because it was floral, musky, sweet, nothing really coming in there to take it in any other direction. Now it still feels like it would be marketed towards women, but it's slightly less so, if that makes sense. Because it's floral musk, but the florals aren't really heavy. It does feel like it's a bit gourmand, you know, like it feels like it's a bit sherbety, maybe a touch of vanilla sweetness, but the citruses are still here, but they're very gentle. Is there a sneaky random oversweet lavender lurking? I think I heard there was lavender in here. I don't get any lavender. Don't think so. Maybe. If there is, it's not obvious. But there is a slightly almost herbal touch in here, which could be lavender, could be a herb. Maybe that's the green thing I was picking up on. Scott says, "Phew, so pleased for you, Claire." Thank you, Scott. So am I. And Anna says, "Claire, try the Musk by Callis Becker. So beautiful." Which oh, is that Essential Parfums? I think I've tried that. Is that the French brand Essential Parfums? The sherbet has me intrigued, says Anna. Yeah, it's all very subtle, and it really does feel like it's going from girly, pretty, it's changing into a more grounded, more unisex way. It feels like there is something like, whether it's a tiny bit of vetiver, whether there's some herbs, there's a few things scattered in here gently and very subtly that ground it and stop it being full on fluffy frou girly. I don't know how much projection this is going to get. I have a feeling not a great deal, because it's a very soft scent. So I'm having to go up quite close to my skin to be able to pick it up. And I just got that mouldy pond again. Maybe someone's got some stagnant water over the fence. No, it's coming from here. Yeah, it's, you know, do you ever notice how when you're smelling something, as it goes in your nose, it smells slightly different. When you stop breathing in, before you breathe out, you smell things slightly differently again. And then when you breathe out, you're still sort of sensing some of the smell. I'm only smelling the pond. Once I've breathed in and I stopped and then I'm about to breathe out, at that moment, I feel like I sense a slight musty, fusty thing. Yeah. So yeah, I don't really know if there's much else I can say about this. I'm getting a bit cold actually, so I might call it quits. Bedtime scent maybe. Yeah, it would totally work as a bedtime scent. It's very mellow, even though it's got this citruses, which I generally would say citruses aren't great for bed because they're invigorating. I think if you were to spray it half an hour before bed, let the citruses settle, then you're going to get the musky, sweet, pretty florals and stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty. I'd say it's I wouldn't say it's like a massive, like, big success, but it's also not, it's not that, and it's not that for sure. It's like kind of like that. That makes sense. And I obviously need to explore it a little bit more. I need to try it once I'm showered, because at the moment I do have fragrances here, here, and all around here. So I do need to try it when I'm completely clean and my nose can concentrate 100% on musk therapy. But yeah, there is a tiny, like, a mineral element to it. A little bit of not earthiness, but you know, like, sometimes you turn the tap on and you just get a hint of a mineral smell from the tap water. Does that make any sense? Almost like petrichor, but not as full on as the full effect of rain on pavement, but just a bit of that, like a pinch of that, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Anna says, I don't want to smell a pond therapy. Pretty pondness. I mean, that's my skin. It might not do that to anyone else. And it really isn't a big part of it. It's just, it's a tiny component of the whole experience. So, and on the paper, I get none of that. But then the paper will develop, the fragrance will develop a lot slower on the paper. So here I'm still getting the very early doors pretty pink florals. Really pretty pink floral. I mean, it's so pretty. I really like it, and it feels, it does feel ever so slightly gourmand, but not full on. It's definitely a perfume, but it just leans slightly edible, but not like there's added sugar or anything like that. It's very delicate. This isn't a perfume for people that like those big, bold, in your face, you know, bombs of ethyl maltol. If you love all the aroma chemicals, if you really like the ambroxan bombs, things like Dior Sauvage, Baccarat Rouge, if you want a big, loud, announce you into the room fragrance, this is not it at all. This does feel quite natural. Obviously the musk isn't, but it really does have a soft, natural feel. But it doesn't smell like, when all natural perfumes, or very heavily natural perfumes, can be quite jagged, lumpy. I guess you'd just say badly blended, but you know when it actually smells like someone's just taken some essential oils and chucked them together. Or it can smell like an aromatherapy oil. It doesn't smell like that either. It smells like a proper perfume. It's nothing, it's also not as, it's not nothing like, it's not nothing. It's nothing like the Teone Reinthal perfumes either. They have a more of a boldness about them. This is, some people might, if you were to criticize this, you might say, well, it kind of just smells like laundry musk. You know, like a really nice laundry musk. You could say that. And I couldn't argue with you. It probably does a fair bit. But to me, that's not, I quite like a laundry musk. Yeah, do I want to pay £205 to smell like laundry musk? Well, I've done it anyway. But it smells more, it does smell like a proper perfume to me, but some people might say it's a bit laundry musk-esque. But it is very pretty. And I like it. So there. I'm really happy. I'm happy. Yes, I could have loved it more, but the chances of me falling in love with something as a blind buyer are so minimal, because I'm so fussy. I can go to London and smell 100+ perfumes and not fall for any of them. I'm really fussy. So this is massively positive. Really pretty fragrance. Very perfect for spring. I can't wait to give it a proper full wearing. Also, I wonder how quickly they produce and post these out. Is a bit of maceration time in my cupboard. That I said maceration, guys, maceration. A bit of maceration time in my cupboard. It might become a little more full-bodied. As with brand new fragrances, brand new releases, sometimes brands can rush them out a little bit, or you know, you don't know. So it's possible that this could become more than what it is right now, if that makes sense. Anna says, Claire, do you often sniff ponds? Only when I'm walking by, you know, but I don't get down on my knees and sniff unless it's a particularly interesting looking pond. Elaine says, I'll check it out. I like the sound of lemon sherbet. See if others think there's a musty note. Yeah, I haven't heard. I've watched. I think I've seen all the reviews. I read all the reviews on Fragrantica the other day. There's probably more on there now, and I haven't seen anyone mention it as yet. But that, I mean, that's my perception. I think there's vetiver in here. There's something in here, you know, that would normally be in more masculine leaning fragrances. And I'm recognizing it from something in particular. So I don't know if there is, I don't recall note-wise if there's supposed to be vetiver in here, but it wouldn't surprise me if there is. Okay, hello Sweetie. So Sweetie's here. Do you want to see Sweetie? I'm going to check out in a second. Come up here then, Sweetie. Come on. Come on in. Come on. That's it. Right. Let's have a look at Sweetie. Let's have a look at Sweetie. There she is. There she is. Little Sweetie. Smile. Yeah. She's had enough now, I think. Okay, right. Oh, off she goes. She's gone. I am going to just quickly check your comments and then I'm going to go. Anna says, laundry musk, Claire. Get the musk, but the Muse by Zarco perfume smells like baby Lenore. Okay, sounds interesting. Too much maceration makes you blind, says John. Bless Sweetie, she's adorable, says Elaine. Hi, Sweetie. John says, hello, gorgeous Sweetie. Moggy like me, says Anna. Okay, right, that's it. I am done. I'm getting a bit chilly now, so I am going to head off. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all very, very soon.